I said I'm cheersing with water.
Oh, you're cheersing with water. That's horrible luck.
All right. Well, then I won't do it.
I'll take another shot for you in a minute. Cheers.
What's up? It's Mortal Sportsman. I am your man, Bijafeth, with your, as always, Johnny Anchors. So,
Sports.
we need to go back in time a little bit because someone just didn't have a day last week when the Bills lose to the other team, and I think some
Well,
things need to be said, and I think some
well,
things
yeah.
still need to be said because last week wasn't the best week, and the week before that you lost to the Dolphins. So I think we need to talk a little bit about your team, just a little bit.
Well, we would start it off with, as you'd like to, which I completely understand. The truth, which is I was busy last week. And the one day that I had to be able to do it, I was like, it's either between go on there and do what I need to do and talk about the Bills losing, the Bills getting fucking throttled by the Dolphins, or work on my marriage. And I just, I was a family guy. So I came back here after the Bills won. Josh Allen's 6 touchdown performance, total Josh Allen experience. I and we'll talk about the game 2 weeks ago. So let's go back to that. Let's go back to that game. Brutal
Yeah,
watch as a Bills fan. Really right from the rip. You could see whether it was like a tightness or just a willingness to not be there. Now it was hot. The boys up north aren't used to playing in 85-degree heat, especially probably in October,
yeah.
late October. Raining. Like when you get behind in a condition like that against a team that has nothing to lose and they're hungry just to like their biggest game truly is beating you, similar to ours. Like when we beat the Chiefs every year in the regular season, it's like the biggest fucking deal. It's really come to me to be like just enjoy the moment while you're there, but don't ever think anything beyond that. Um, that game is huge for the Dolphins players. So, and they deserve to win. And I think wins like that and a gritty one again this past week for the Dolphins overseas in Spain. Which, by the way, did you see how that stadium's turf is stored?
Yeah.
That is nuts.
Is Buffalo getting that? No, I don't think
I
Buffalo's
don't
getting that.
think so.
I don't think
No,
Buffalo's
no,
getting that. That shit is
no, no, no,
fucking
no.
nuts. They have elevators and shit for the fucking ground.
They have LED lights lighting that's underneath, and they have
Yeah, to keep it fresh.
automated lawn trimmings. So just like big probably things of like just slices that just go just cut. Yeah, just yeah, the
Like
whole
the
thing.
fucking oiler at a bowling alley. It probably just goes down and back.
Yeah. It's all lasers. I mean, you could do
Yeah,
anything with lasers these days.
fucking laser beams.
Fucking lasers, dude, are fucking everywhere. There's lasers all over the place. So, all right, the
So I
Dolphins
want to talk
deserve
about
that win.
how the
Did you?
Bills don't have a run defense.
Oh, it's pathetic. Buddy, you and
So
I could rush for 100 yards against the Bills
so
defense.
what are you gonna do down in the stretch? Because yeah, you stopped Rashad White of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but Sean Tucker, who I don't think he had any playing time except for
Cuse
yesterday
grad.
or
Cuse grad.
fucking Sunday. So
He's had a couple of games here and there, but he's like a third or fourth string running back normally. But with the
yeah,
Bucky Irving to out, I think somebody else might have been hurt too. It was basically him and Rashad White. I mean, Sean Tucker's good. I've always loved Sean Tucker. He wasn't drafted higher out of Cuse because he has like a heart issue or something. He has something that's wrong with him. He had some type of disease
okay.
from out of college. So like that's what he didn't get drafted higher. But I mean, he looked like Barry Sanders against the Bills, and he's not that. So I mean, it's just the thing of it is there's one thing you're gonna do. What are you supposed to do when the season goes on and people just keep running? Well, what you'll do is either run the ball yourself, try to keep the possession on your side, run it well with Jimmy. If not, make sure Josh Allen can do anything he possibly can to be a fucking freak alien, and you don't put like blinders on the guy and you let him be reckless and you do the little fucking push pass flip to the other team every now and then because he's gonna make up for it if he's full throttle Josh. He's gonna make up for it with crazy other plays. When he plays tight, and he's not allowed to let like the true like demons release out for better and for worse, he's not going to be the same. He's like, he's a caged animal. He's a caged centaur. So when you let him loose, shit like that's going to happen. I think the Miami game was kind of the final straw, being like, okay, why do we keep being conservative, especially against teams that are not as good as us? Let's just go full throttle. Let's let the guy just be who he is, which is an absolute fucking psychopath. So you do that, or you lose.
I don't understand how you think, not you specifically, but the Bills think that they're going anywhere in the postseason when they don't have a
I don't
receiver.
really think that, to be honest with you.
They don't
I
have a
mean,
receiver. They don't have a run defense. You barely have a passing defense.
they got Tyrell Shavers, man. Come on. Shavers is wait for Shavers to come into his own. And that's all I'll say about that. But
That's
no,
all I'll
we don't
say
have
about that.
we don't have
Bet me.
a true number one. Yes. And that's worked for them in recent years. Well, just the 1 year since Diggs had left. But only in the matter of like because Josh was being at another level and James Cook was
Did you go to the
first
Super Bowl
emerging. This year? I don't
last
think
year?
I don't think they're a Super Bowl team.
Last year, did you go to the Super Bowl?
You know the answer.
Okay, well then it didn't work.
Well,
And
it
it
worked up
worked
to the
last
point
week.
of the Chiefs game where once again you run these little tush push plays. And to be honest with you, what really lost in the game was the fact that Spags called the blitz he hadn't called all season on the play that threw Josh into a fucking rattlesnake pit. And he still almost fucking completed that pass to Kincaid. People seem to forget, like, the Bills don't get blown out by the Chiefs really ever in the playoffs. They typically comes down to one play, one possession, one score, who's got the ball last. And there's not a lot of other teams in the AFC that could do that. Now this year the Chiefs don't look as good.
I got a
The
theory.
Bills don't look as good. The Ravens don't look as good. It's like it's not really just the Bills. It's a decline of that age of quarterback after what should inevitably be. Yeah, there's going to be younger bucks ready to knock you off the saddle. Here we go. It's the NFL.
It's all scripted. So you want to hear my theory?
Let's hear your theory.
So I heard that before Bad Bunny was the artist for the halftime show,
Mhm.
they may have asked Little Miss Tay Tay, and Little Miss Tay Tay might have said no.
Oh,
And
you think
that's
so?
why all the Chiefs are fucking, because you don't
So
say
that
no to the
is
NFL.
gone.
So
You
all
don't
of
say no to the NFL.
so all of the refs that were paid off are no longer paid off and might be paid towards the other team.
So who is the new team?
Fuck to find them.
Here's the theory. If you're on the scripted side of things, I don't know why, but the Patriots are fucking good again.
Yeah.
This past week,
We need some patriotism in this country, don't we? Do we not?
the Patriots, Robert Kraft, Brady, it's well
Who
known
was
where they
who was
lie.
winning during 9/11?
Who was what?
Who was winning during 9/11?
I think they won the year after, the year it happened.
The 02.
Yeah. I think it was that.
So didn't that start off the dynasty, I believe? The
I
01,
think it
02
did.
era.
Or was it 2000? Yeah, no, I think it was.
I think it was
Patriots
the
won the
02 era
patriotic year. Yeah.
when we
Oh
needed to
01,
be
02.
patriotic. And look
I
at
mean,
that.
that was definitely
We
that's
need some patriotism in our life, don't
so
we?
you think we needed it now. What blows my mind is how fast it happened if you're looking at it in a natural sense. If you're looking at it in the scripted sense, it makes total sense. It's time for the Patriots to come back. They're prepping themselves for some type of, you know, war,
Resurgence, yeah.
resurgence of a team, resurgence of a nation, resurgence of a
Resurgence of an
dynasty,
era. Yeah,
resurgence of
dynasty.
a dynasty. And oh, so well, it happens that last week that Jamar Chase and Jalen Ramsey play each other. Did you catch that one? Did you catch what happened there?
Didn't Jalen Ramsey punch Jamar Chase and get ejected?
That is true. Did you see why he did it?
No.
Well, let's just say it is now becoming quite possibly an epidemic in the NFL, spitting on the opponent.
Oh, jeez.
And Jamar Chase said, "I didn't do it. I didn't spit on him."
Of course not.
And then the 4K replay
Good boy.
shows he clearly goes and spits right fucking at him. And everything is filmed these days. You're not getting away with that shit anymore. So it shows the spit, and then it shows Ramsey being like, "Nope," and then he throws the punch. So it's funny that someone was debating earlier, like if the ref had seen the spit, I bet you he wouldn't have kicked him out, or like I bet you'd have been like, "Oh, like don't do that, like don't hit him." But like I kind of understand, like it's true, like they just
Foul,
fucking
15
spit on you.
yards, but go
Yeah.
fucking rock him on this next one.
Yeah, like the guy who spit it should be kicked out. So I say that because of the precedent set by Jalen Carter. Remember, in the beginning of the year, it was against the Chiefs, or no, it was against the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
He spit at Dak Prescott. Yes, he spit and he was just like he turned around. He was like, and Dak looks over. So the punishment was a game suspension, but because it happened before the game, it was considered time served. This is how we started the season off. I'm pretty sure. I think that was the first game of the NFL season on Thursday night.
Yeah. Yep.
And then this happens, and it happens.
Not a single Thursday night game has been good, by the way.
No, they've all been trash.
Not a single Thursday night game since the spitting incident. Not a single game has been good.
It really hasn't. So who do they get to play this week? The Bengals without Jamar Chase. The goddamn fucking Patriots. The Patriots once again just get this cupcake Joe Flacco with no Jamar Chase.
It could be Joe Burrow, I heard.
I don't think it's happening. I'd love it. I don't think it would make a difference, to be completely honest with you. I think the biggest difference of that team, the best player on that team, is Jamar Chase. Without a doubt. I think he's better than he makes Burrow.
You got Chase Brown.
We've seen Jamar Chase without Joe Burrow. We haven't really ever seen Joe Burrow without Jamar Chase. So I'll leave it at that. We've seen Joe Flacco put up 470 fucking yards with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, and Joe Flacco is just a dad who sits at a bar eating fucking takeout food. Okay. Again, the same way that you and I could run 100 yards against the Bills defense, we could probably throw about 250, 300 with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. I don't know. Maybe not. But I don't believe that Joe Burrow coming back makes as much of a difference as Jamar Chase being kicked out. And what the fuck is that timing? Oh, I gotta play the oh, that's right. It's in the what? I don't think Ramsey got suspended. He got kicked out of the game. I don't think he got suspended. For good reason.
It's all sounding like
there's me somewhat buying into your scripted thing as like, if they really needed some type of like, quick little we can't do it with the officiating for this one. The officiating is getting too hot to trot. Where officiating is really bad. Okay, like it's getting really bad. How do we do it that looks natural? Have Jamar Chase spit on Jalen Ramsey. Brilliant.
That's a game suspension. That's brilliant.
The Patriots line would have probably still been a lot because I think it might be at home. So it's probably, -6, -5, -6 Patriots. I'm sure it's like 7 or 8 now without Jamar Chase. Like, I mean, that's just a huge player to miss and stupid fucking shit like that. It's just crazy. I don't understand. Like, I get like the heat of the moment of like and I'm sure those two.
Playing a game as a professional athlete, you should have some sort of decorum.
Just some type of like or awareness.
Even not knowing that you're facing this guy as a competition, but you're both professional athletes and supposedly the best of your craft. So you should welcome the competition, and if he's better than you, he's better than you. There's no need to spit. There's no need to throw hands. It's play the fucking game. That's why it's scripted, because we've got First of all, it's entertainment because everybody's like, "Oh my god, he punched him! Oh my god, he spit on him!" And boom, there's entertainment. Everybody's getting energy out of it. That's all the whole point. It's all scripted.
So that the side of it is that's not scripted is just like the game itself. Or do you think they go out there and
I think
they
that they have
choreograph the games?
what are practices?
Practices are technically doing the practicing the plays.
Yeah.
But like I mean at the level of every single, football, I mean it's not all choreographed for a script. So that's where I think the hardest thing for anyone's
What
like
do people do?
it could be
What do
scripted but
people
on
do?
the outside.
What do people do when they go and perform a play? They practice, right? For months.
They rehearse.
What's the preseason? Just making sure
Uh
all your backups know what the hell they're doing, just
it's a
in
bit of
case.
a rehearsal, a dress
Okay,
rehearsal as one would
all
say.
right. And then you have a week to prepare for the next opponent and all of their schemes. And just so you know that in 2-minute drill, you're going to throw an interception on the 5-yard line. So practice that.
Yeah, I just don't think that's possible.
You don't? Why
The
not?
players wouldn't sign up for it.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
too
sorry. I'm
it's
sorry.
too
What? How much did Josh Allen just sign for? They
no,
won't
but
sign up for it. They'll sign
it's
their lives away, you motherfucker.
well, yeah, but it's
You're
too
gonna
deep.
sell.
It's
You're
too
gonna give
deep
me what?
in the. It's too deep in the annals of like. It would be too obvious.
Did you
What's
say anal?
obvious? Yes, the annals. It'd be too obvious, like as a consumer, to watch something knowing when it's fake. That's why, like when you see certain things that are off, like guys that might be dogging it on
How
purpose, like
much?
in the NBA when the fucking dude got busted.
How do you look at people that think that WWE is real?
How do I look at them?
Yes.
Probably on the spectrum.
Okay. That's how I look at you because it's the same shit.
Yeah,
It's
but it's an
the same
actual
shit.
competition. That's the difference.
And so is that.
That
And
is
sometimes
pre.
more. They're getting
So
hurt more. They're doing more athletic things.
I would say the level of physical commitment is rather similar, but those are actual with the competitors themselves
And what do they do?
know the outcome.
Okay. And what
Yeah,
do?
I think
They rehearse.
if you were going to rig any type of sport, the only ones that would know the outcome or try to get the outcome is Vegas, the officials, and potentially the league. And I think the NFL has too many people. There's way too many people that are involved with an NFL organization, let alone the players. But think about the enormous
You're
staff.
thinking that everybody knows. That's the part. Is that
Well,
it's so
that's your problem
ingrained.
though, is because it would have to eventually. You can't have one person know you're going to throw an interception on the 5-yard line at the end of the game, unless they're already
I'm saying that's
compromised.
one scenario.
Unless it's like Tua, who owes money to some fucking crime syndicate in Miami or something.
There are ways to make people do things. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, they would owe them money, but
Owe them
I don't
money.
think at the
Promise them
level
money.
of competition,
Hey, you throw
like it'd
this
have to just be
interception
the
this year,
NFL.
you'll win MVP next year. Hey, you throw this game this year, you win the Super Bowl next year. There's ways of committing people to do this stupid ass shit.
I think it's more at the higher level than anything. Like the whole tanking thing,
So you do
not
agree
playing
that
the
it
right
might be
people.
scripted?
No, not like the way you're doing it. The way you do it, it sounds like you're fucking literally like with the people who are on the spectrum. But the part of it with the
I
part
say
about
it's
like
fake,
it being
just like
predetermined.
WWE. WWE is
No,
fake. The NFL is fake. The NBA is fake. Everything is fake. That's how I feel. And you're
the
saying
NBA,
I'm on the spectrum because
the
I'm not with those
NBA,
guys?
the NBA is very much just basketball in general is so much of an easier sport to fix. Just again from the basics of like it's almost a sport defined by fouls. You know what I mean? Like very minimal contact. it's very easy for a referee to be like, I'm just going to get that guy in foul trouble. Every 50-50, I'm going to call a foul on him and he won't be able to be in the game. Now, when that guy is out of the game, his point totals will go way down in the beginning because, like, oh, he's got 2 fouls. That's fine because I
We have
told my
prop
boy,
bets in
hold on, hold
football,
on,
bro.
hold on, not done. I told my boy I'm going to let him get back into the game. And then on the opposite side, after he goes back in and you live bet him because his odds will go down to have hit the higher total, I'm going to then call all the fouls against him. And then he's going to go off. The scripts that you see in an NBA game that you can see, like, oh my God, did you see that game? He was in foul trouble. And then he came back and scored like 40 fucking points in the second half. How many free throws did he shoot? Oh, like 15 to 20. Oh, wow, that's crazy. So he just every time someone touched him. Yeah. Yeah. That's basically the guy who won the MVP last year. SGA. You want to look at that? Just looking at like maybe this is the SGA script year for the NBA. That game is that sport is so just easier to rig than football to me at a grand scale.
You can have ejections, you can have injuries, you can have all sorts of things that take people out that have fucked this sport.
But it's been since the beginning of sports.
Thank you. I think that's a vote in my direction. I think. Like I don't know. Like yes, since inception, this has been scripted.
Right. I wouldn't say scripted as so much as it is fixed. There's a difference.
Sure.
Scripted would be the WWE. The players know all the players know the outcomes.
I don't
when I think in most
WWE,
sports,
all the players know the outcomes.
They just go into a wrestling match.
Look at the Montreal Screwjob. Bret Hart didn't know that.
The one time, the one notorious time when he was like, "Oh, he actually flipped the script live."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I was supposed to win that." Yeah. Well, that was scripted. Actually, you know what? That was the only time in WWE history that something was fixed instead of scripted. Now, the real question is, was the fix scripted or was it an unscripted fix to a usually scripted show?
I think that is what you need to a usually scripted show.
Okay, so it was an unscripted fix. Interesting.
Yeah. Vince McMahon pulled an audible because he didn't want Bret the Hitman Hart to be the champion.
Yeah, and it happened in his home country, and the fans of Montreal. I mean, that is one of the most famous things about Montreal. You know, Leonard Cohen's there, Poutine, the Canadians, Montreal Screwjob.
And here we are talking about wrestling on this sports podcast.
Unscripted, and it's not rigged or fixed. I'm not yet either, but maybe in the future.
Are we mentioning the elephant in the room, or
what elephant?
That we are in the presence of celebrity now?
Oh, that, yeah. I mean, I saw that. A lot of people have been coming up to me and like, "Hey, you that guy?" I'm like, "No, I'm not that guy." a lot of people were like, "Man, you look a lot like him." That's not me, man. No, okay. That guy's a legend, though. You know,
the legend
Johnny Anchors abides to that. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's a great tradition, the whole table breaking thing. Here's one thing I'll say about. I'll go to get back onto the Bills, to get back onto our script, which we've had printed out over here, and I keep trying to get back to it. You know, like I knew this year was going to be. This year was going to be a tough one at home for most of the games. And it was like a lot of pressure. I did not think the Patriots would be this good. Which kind of sucks because it looks like there ain't going to be any kind of home playoff game unless they pull off the fucking miracle. But going to those games, and when you get to see like the montage videos of all the people that go through tables, it's like, it's insane. I mean, and you know, when you go to that place, the energy and the just pure just feeling of lawlessness that happens around everywhere.
before the
I
game.
think a little. I think a little bit of that, or maybe a lot of that, might go away with the new stadium. It'll be priced out of those people. Tailgating will probably be a little bit more strict. Uh, it's you're getting rid of a neighborhood stadium, an old relic of American professional sports,
I think
for
people like
for an
grandma's
amusement park.
house is gonna be fucking put out of business. Is what I
Eventually, yeah, eventually, or they'll offer all those people that live there offers they can't refuse to pay their house
yeah,
to
and
then
then just
just
bulldoze
level
it
it.
over. Yep. Yeah, I
Sad
think
state of
that they're gonna
affairs.
level the fucking stadium and put another parking lot there, and
What they
then
should do is build up like what they have in other places where there's like bars, restaurants, other shit to do around there, like a square. And that'd be
yeah,
sick because then you could put, like where certain things were. Problem is, it'd be like you'd be filling it in
yeah,
because I think it's a hole. I mean,
yeah.
if you didn't fill it in, you should have turned it into like some kind of like fucking just park. But I guess on the other side of you, like, yeah, there'd be a lot of people fucked up in that. You just make it this big.
I mean, didn't
Hey,
someone
it's like
die
we're
in the
at the
hole
old
before?
flame.
Didn't
Yeah,
someone die in the fucking new stadium hole?
I don't think anyone died at the new stadium, the pit, as they call it. I'm gonna start calling the new stadium the pit. I don't care. It's the pit. It's what it is. I miss the old Ralph. This place is a pit. While it looks like a fucking Disney
It's not even
resort.
gonna be done. You're gonna go
Well, there's
into
inside of it's gonna be like, yeah, like there's gonna be random shit that's still under construction inside of it.
like, why wouldn't you just hold off and go to the Ralph for next season and open a brand new stadium with all?
Leases, leases, contracts, New York State. That's why. Like it
Fuck
just every
that,
red
dude.
tape.
New
Everything
York
is because
State,
of
we
fucking
gave
code
them
and law.
$1 billion to build this goddamn stadium,
You
and
know,
now I hear fucking commercials on my fucking drive home from work. Buffalo Bills fans, do you want to be a season ticket holder? You got to join the priority list, which is $100 down. Fuck you!
yeah,
I got to
yeah.
pay $150 to join the priority list as a
Oh,
deposit.
don't join that list. That list is a fraud. That's
I
just
ain't
again another way
joining
at the
nothing.
Pagulas. Well, I know you won't, but like it's that is yeah. They are outpricing it. I saw a story about this recently too. I think it would either been local news or some type of just saying like what they're doing is so wrong. Of taking a blue collar, every man, family tradition, people passing down the rights to tickets through generations and giving it to the rich.
Yep.
Of where? Buffalo, Toronto. I bet you there's gonna be so many rich Toronto fucking people that are coming down for these, like, and buying their own suites. Companies, corporates. It's gonna be like going to a corporate event. You know, I
Yep.
mean, you're
That's what
under
they
a
want.
roof now.
They don't
It's
want you
like
hoodlums anymore. They want
it's
the high class, high caliber, and then you go to Philly and you get those fucking hoodlums. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man.
yeah,
It's
man.
crazy.
It's a sad state of affairs. Think of that it's all gone. It's gonna hurt
It's
that
gonna go
last
back to
game.
the fucking only dudes that can wear suit jackets all the time can go watch a game.
I might do
That's what
that. I might do that for my first one. That's how people used to go watch like, hockey games and
plays,
football games in the
everything.
90s or the
Yeah,
40s and 50s.
it was
I
a
love
night
those
out.
old picks. Yeah.
It was an event. It might
If
be
you
their only life event.
I don't know. I think it was just
I don't
also
know.
a
That
lot
was pretty
cheaper.
extreme.
I think it was also just a lot cheaper to go to
Yeah,
games back then. Like there was probably a lot of the same people going to the games. They'd be like, "Hey, you want to go to the game after work?" And I'd
yeah.
be like, "Yeah, let me send a telegram to my wife, and I'll fucking tell her I'm staying late, or I'll say fuck it and just never go home." And they
We need
just
milk, I think.
yeah ends up at the Blackhawks game. But there's the picture of all the dudes that are like trench coats, and it's just with the bowler hats. Everyone's just staring straight ahead. And 60% of the people in the picture are smoking a cigarette at the time when the picture was taken.
Yep.
And it was just that was public sports everywhere, and it was probably ruthless. It was probably the shit that people yell even more without the people wearing jerseys.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
but at
because
the same
I'm pretty sure people were pulling guns at that point with their trench coats and just fucking see here.
eh, yeah, it was,
Oh yeah. You know.
I mean, all of those back in the day. I mean, boxing. You got to think of how it was different back then. It was boxing was huge, baseball. I mean, the way that the fan experience has changed in general from being just simply places for people to watch sports to what they are now is just brutal.
It seems
Like,
like a religion.
it's not like well, I would say it is a religious experience when you go to something like that, when it's just like a wow, look at all these people here all for the same reason on a Sunday.
All chanting
On a
for your
Sunday,
team.
just looking up at the sky. We're looking at the
Oh,
sky.
on
We're
God's day?
outside on
Interesting.
God's day. We're looking outside on God's day. And then now you're gonna go into a place past 16 Starbucks, a fucking PF Chang's, and then I'm gonna get to my seats and I'm gonna look up at a roof. Like, what the fuck happened, man?
Well,
Like that is
you got a square of sky,
oh yeah, when you look over here, I'm
rectangle.
like,
Sorry.
oh, what does it look like outside the square? We're in the fucking toilet bowl
What are
station. Look at us.
flyovers going to look like now?
They're not gonna have any. That's the other thing. Like I'm trying to get back to another game to see a flyover, but I think the chances of that happening are diminishing by the fucking time that we're there as well. I could have swore they would have done the flyover for the Chiefs game. It was the
Yeah.
salute to the troops game, and they didn't do it. I There are decisions made at the top level of Buffalo sports that I think only someone who's brain dead might make. Oh shit.
You might
Let's
not
move
want to
on.
say that because Pakula's wife is, I think.
Let's move on.
Whoops. All right. So, what other Week 11 updates do we have? You said
All
the
right,
Patriots
so
were good. Fucking
I
Dolphins win
can
in Madrid with a barn burner with another. This is that guy's actual quote. Another overseas early morning game goes to overtime and ends just before the 1 o'clock games. That's
yeah,
fucking interesting.
that
Interesting.
is the way that's happening is very interesting. I said it myself when I realized it was happening. It was right as soon as I was putting the little guy down. He was fighting it hard. Who, by the way, he's watched that table breaking documentary a few times, and he's starting to want to do it himself. So, hats off to the dude that did to put that together. Because great, you have another disciple.
Another degenerate. Great.
Yeah. So I come back and it was like, yeah, like probably quarter to one, 12:40, quarter to one. I go, holy shit. Yeah. Just looking for fun. And the game's still on. I go, every single game goes to overtime. That's overseas and early morning. It
Mm-hmm.
is interesting. Uh,
Just a little
And the
interesting.
way that it happened too was kind of like, okay, Dolphins are winning, they're winning, they're winning. They were winning most of the game, like just awful game. Goes to overtime. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Just milk it, milk it, milk it. Hey, Mariota, that's not my teammate. Why?
I thought it
Pick.
was interesting with the freaking coin flip in overtime too. It says we'll take it second. Hey, dumbass!
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
He has very
Who let
early
the guy with
onset CTE.
CTE go out and call the coin toss? Like, whose brilliant idea was like, give the guy with a brain
I-
injury the option? Like, what?
It's getting bad for him, man. I mean, ah,
Did you
it's
hear? Did
tough.
you hear? Did you hear him at the press conference? I swear. I hope you haven't heard this.
I haven't heard it because
Oh
do
my
you
god.
have a way of
Okay.
playing it? Can you pull it up?
No, because I just saw the script of it. I never saw a video of it. But fucking A. A reporter asked Tua, where else would you like to play since you've been to Frankfurt and Madrid? Where do you think good old Tua said he'd like to play? and it would be sick.
I don't know where.
I don't know if I can be a Dolphins fan anymore.
Is it
He
Israel?
goes Jerusalem.
Oh my god.
Like, dude, like, let's not have any awareness of what the fuck's going on in the world, first off. Second off,
So I was
what?
like, honestly, Jerusalem. I get okay, it's funny you say that. So I wasn't gonna mention it, but because I didn't have a chance to look it up because it happens every other week. He says something stupid.
Something stupid.
Because someone today they were talking about I don't know how the Dolphins had come up in conversation, but it was just like, and by the way, if you're Stephen Ross, he goes, just eat the fine and stop putting them out there. Just whatever the cost is that he gets fined, pay for it. It's worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
It's worth it.
You know that whole saying of all press is good press? That's not
That-
true.
not Tua.
Not true at all.
Not Tua. Yeah, like I can't really see out there. I'm kind of a short guy.
You're kind of a short guy.
Where would you want to play? Jerusalem.
I think that'd be so sick.
I think that'd be sick. I'd be chucking fucking arm rockets everywhere. Blue Star David.
Their drones would think my footballs were fucking rockets.
Dude,
That's
that,
like
that is so bad.
the world stage. You're at Madrid doing a press conference to try and get the league over there. Everybody in Europe hates Israel right now. And you're like, I think we should play in Jerusalem. It'd be sick.
He either has no awareness or he's compromised.
Who isn't compromised at this point? That's what I want to know.
Everybody. Josh
Fucking
Allen's
the
probably
House
compromised.
The House just voted to release the Epstein file, so there's another nothing burger that's about to hit the plate. It's awesome.
Yeah, that'll probably be some more hype. Hoopla. Who did it? Who done it? Three
Well, it's still
people
got
will
to
be
go through the
named.
Senate, so who knows?
Yeah, 3 new people would be named. 2 of them will already be dead.
Yeah.
You know, rah rah, round and round we go. Sports. Who could be? Pivot
Raiders
to
suck,
here.
huh?
Raiders do blow. How about this? I will put it together because I went ahead and did the machine, and I think I can remember where I put everybody. But I'll read off. You want me to do my playoff teams? I'll just do one from each side. Well, I'll
Sure.
start on either side.
All right, and I
How
will
is that?
review every single one of them.
That's fine. I think that was weird. Someone drove by like whistling. Anyways, the I'll do. Yeah, that was odd. There's let's see. I'll do it with the NFC number 1 seed. Pretty obvious at this point. Even though they're absolutely horrible, they're going to find a way to continue to win every game because it is potentially scripted. The Eagles. They have easy games after this too. They could lose them because they suck.
Don't they have the Bills?
Yeah, they're gonna probably find a way to beat us. It's just it's kind of funny the
Don't
way
they have
it
the
works.
Bills at home?
They have the Bills in Buffalo. I kind of want to go to the game. I feel like I almost owe it to myself, even though it's gonna probably land me in the doghouse for a while. I have to go. I feel like I kind of have to,
That is
especially
nice
if it's a big game.
afternoon.
It's a
game.
4:25 game.
It's not that bad.
You don't get you get home at like 10, 11. It's not that bad. Now, after that, the Rams do seem like they probably would finish with like the second best record, but here's some surprises for you. I'm still picking Baker and the Bucks to win their division. Have them as the 3 seed. The 4 seed right now, just based off of what I see right now, the winner of the NFC North, I think, is going to be the Bears. Yeah. I know. It pains me to say it. You want to keep going, or you want to pick that one?
You know what I found out?
What?
I found out that this year, the Pope said the Bears was his team.
Well, he's from Chicago.
Look at how they've been winning. 92% chance of winning for the Giants. Bears win. What was the other
They've been
one?
winning. They've
90
been winning by miracles.
miracles. The
I mean, they've
fucking
won a couple that were like convincing, but yeah, I mean, a few of those games have been
a
quite
few of them have been like
miraculous.
90% that they were going to win. And
Okay, well, that's a great
somehow,
theory as to the Pope being behind the Bears' renaissance of a
hey,
team.
I'm
The
saying it's
Pope being
perfect.
behind it.
So
It could
I'm
be. It
saying
could
that
be.
they follow world events. Tua doesn't,
Okay,
but
so
now
you
that
so
comes up.
you think yeah, Tua did not get the Pope did not respond to that when he was like, "Okay, buddy, we'll see how you survive the next week's game." So
He's going to
you
fucking get struck by lightning. It's going to be bad.
everyone goes inside because the storm is coming. Everyone goes inside. The crowd, everyone's like, "All right, everyone get out." Everyone's off the field. Tua goes, "I'm gonna stay out and stay warm. I don't want to go back in there yet. I need to stay loose." Tua, the storm is rolling in. Please, would you come back outside? I'm fine. I can handle it. And then he just, the rest is just a. And then it's the first player ever to go down. He'd probably survive it, and then play another year or
He'd have
two
to play another year.
of the contract, and then finally McDaniel will sit him down and be like, "Tua, we're done here," and then he'll probably just lick his
How
lips a
does
few times and they'll say,
McDaniels
"You're
let
good."
him go in front of a microphone and then still put him on the field the next week? Like, did you just
Well,
fucking say that out loud, you dumb fuck?
I don't think it has much to do, benching him or firing McDaniel. It's like they are who they are. They that's what you picked. Like the GM might be an idiot based on what, like the team he put together, but the main ingredients of it is McDaniel and Tua. And I just don't think you don't either. Like you can really win with Tua. So like anything big in January.
Hey,
I don't think you can do
they're
that with Jared
saying
Goff anymore either, by the way.
Dolphins are gonna fucking run the table. Remember? That's what they
Okay.
said. They're
They
gonna
said they
run the
on the
table.
table. Yeah. They'll be running that table, running that table. We aren't there to smash it. You throttled
So
us.
who's I don't know
We
who's in the
can
NFC
go.
North. Who's in the NFC North?
It's supposed to be a good division. It's actually looking a little shaky. You got the Bears, the Packers, the Lions, the Vikings. The
Okay.
Packers have looked very, very weak in recent weeks, and the Detroit Lions, I'm just going to say it, they're indoor team only. And remember, in the years that they were good, they were a higher seed. So they played a lot of their games at home or they played games indoors. They can't beat a team like Philly in Philly. It
Obviously.
just, you know what I mean? So, like, I look at Philly just from the sake of like they did it last year. They haven't been playing nearly as good of football as they can, and they're still winning. And it's like they just find a way. Their defense is nasty, and they got the exciting whites, the ones who aren't hurt, the ones who aren't on the offense for like the Giants. I mean,
I
I
like
think
that Dejean
just
kid.
yeah, I like DeJean too, but like I don't see anyone besides maybe the Rams giving them a problem in the NFC. The rest is just like they're just they're mid. Like the Bucks, I love Baker, but I mean they're kind of hurt a lot. He's great. He's exciting, fucking electric. Loved it. He just there. That was a fun watch with Baker and Josh, two of my favorite guys. But other than that, I'll have to round out the playoffs and the wild card spots. I did have the Lions. I had actually the San Francisco 49ers as the 5 seed, Lions 6 seed, Seahawks slide in there as a 7 seed, Sammy Darnold. And then they get pumped by the Rams first round. But I like that was pretty it's a lot of the teams that are in it right now for the most part, except like and I just don't think the Packers I don't know, the Packers just look like
You,
booty water to me.
you haven't said the Broncos.
Broncos are in the AFC. If
Oh,
I'll take a shot for you. I said I would take a shot for you earlier, and I banked
I
it.
don't know
So
the fucking conferences, man. I'm telling you.
that's I'm keeping you together with it. Broncos, AFC West. So let's go there. And leading into it, you were just leading me into it, buddy. Number one seed in the AFC this year is going to be the Denver Broncos,
Number one,
and they're going to finish as the one seed.
I don't know about all that, but all right.
Them and the Eagles. There's a game I watched at our buddy Busy Bee's house this year. It was a very interesting game. It was the Eagles versus the Broncos. The Eagles possessed the ball, ran the ball, were winning the whole game, and then just things got weird in the fourth quarter, and the Broncos like scratched their way back and somehow pulled it out of their ass and beat the Eagles. I don't think the Eagles have lost since that game. And the Broncos just keep doing the same thing that they do, where it's just like they're not playing great offensive football, but their defense is so fucking good. It doesn't matter. Like it's just like their offense eventually gets it right at least one time at the end of the game, and it's like that we got it. Or the Eagles can just literally shove each other 2 yards over 3 plays, and it's like that's all we needed to win the game.
Yeah.
So the Broncos are very similar to the Eagles. I have them finishing number one, and then as of now, man, looking like this right here pains me to say, the New England Patriots are the 2 seed as the AFC East champs. Hurts, but it's the truth. Number 3 seed Colts, 4 seed the fucking Ravens. So
What?
it would be Bills Ravens round one in Baltimore.
You don't think the Steelers are going to win out that division?
I do not.
You think the Ravens,
Especially
are
with yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
weren't they 1-3 with Lamar before
Well, they
Lamar
just
went out?
won with Lamar when he came back, and Lamar had potentially the worst game I've ever seen him play. Low key, he is getting no heat for that. Like, oh, well, it was against the Browns. And I was like, okay, well, we get it. The Browns are, the Browns are the Browns. But I believe I do recall at the beginning of the year, they beat the Browns like 41-20 or something like that. Like, so, it is a much inferior opponent, and he was horrible. Like, 41 passer rating
Like
bad.
6 points in fantasy?
I don't even know, dude. It was like 120 yards, 2 picks, like 50% completion. It was horrible. It was literally a
Jeez.
horrible game, and they won anyways. So, like, again, when he's at his best, when Josh is at his best, they can carry. But, like, in the playoffs, it does take a more complete team. And, I mean, if I were to pick
Lamar,
between who's got a better defense right now, I'd probably say the Ravens have a better defense now than the Bills. So,
well, yeah.
that
Bills
makes a
defense
difference in the
football.
playoffs. Yeah, that's why they just won't have
Especially they
a
got
real
Derrick
shot.
Henry. Derrick Henry knows how to win in the playoffs. Lamar doesn't, but Derrick does.
Yeah, Derrick Henry. I mean, they if they get in, that game, I think is going to be like whoever loses that game. If that's the first round of the playoffs in Baltimore, Bills 5 seed, Ravens 4 seed, whoever loses that game is getting fired.
Yeah,
I think so for sure.
I could. I honestly,
It would technically be a regression.
I could see McDermott if you get lower than a 4 seed and don't make the bowl. I think McDermott is out.
Well, lower than it would be losing the division, which seems as if it's like kind of a foregone conclusion at this point, just lined up with what the Patriots have left and star wide receivers spitting in the faces of cornerbacks the week before they play them and then not being able to play in their fucking game. Things are lining up there. It's honestly like if you finish as a 5 seed, go on the road, here's the thing, if you beat the Ravens on the road, round one, you then have to go play the Patriots, more than likely, the Patriots in New England in the next round.
In the snow.
Right. I think unless you get completely blown out by the Patriots in that game, they probably still wouldn't fire him if he lost that game because they would have been like, well, got to the divisional round. Obviously, it's a bit of a regression, but it would just, it just kind of wasn't our year. And you'd be like, well, why wasn't it our fucking year? Like, it was just like, it couldn't have, you can't just keep running back the same.
Preseason, it was your season to lose.
Well, yes, they're always, going into every single season, be like, is this the Bills year? Is this Bills year? The odds makers will still jack them up to be the Super Bowl favorites from time to time. Like, it's just, they can't get enough of like the high end potential of the team. So of the belief that this could be like, let's put it for perspective here. Josh Allen has still never won a road playoff game. And it looks as if they're going to lose the division. So you're guaranteed road playoff games. More than likely, all your games are on the road in the playoffs and that. So, uncharted territory. What do they do with it? The uncharted territory is similar. It's the exact same thing that the Chiefs are going through right now. They've never had to fucking do it. They've won that division 8 years in a row. Talk about a changing of the guard. It's happening everywhere.
That game was huge this week.
That was, when you look back of like a turning point of a season or like kind of a defining, like we now can say this is a fact. The Denver Broncos are good, and I am eating crow on my takes on Sean fucking Payton. So to Sean Payton, cheers to you fucking douchebag.
Bo Nix is terrible though.
Bo Nix is still terrible.
Until it hits 15 minutes left, he's terrible.
I watched so many games with him just being horrendous at playing the game of football. Like, looks like he's still out there playing for like
Josh Allen.
Is he a what?
Josh Allen was terrible.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Josh Allen's always just right? Like they're compared to like, oh, he was bad, and I was like, yeah, but he was also like 6'6" and fucking absolute bazooka fucking arm and jumping over people. I was like, there were some things he was doing other people weren't. That's like, this look familiar?
There were some things that
how many other people are doing that? Okay. No. I'm sorry. The whole like, whoa, Josh Allen's rookie year. It's like, yeah, look at Josh Allen this past week. Like, I mean, I'll say I'll drop it. Big Cat from fucking Barstool goes. The first pass was literally like the Dr. Pepper challenge, and people were like, when the people take the football and they're like giving it the chest pass, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
During the fucking NCAA, like and that's exactly what it was. I mean, that is the Josh Allen experience. And then you watch him run 3 touchdowns in, throw for 3 more. I mean, in every aspect of the game, it is back to, last year, let's say this, he won the MVP. I'm happy for the guy. It was awesome. We got to troll Ravens fans for a year. It's great. I ain't complaining about it. Believe me. But I think the entertainment value of last year was not as high as it was from years prior, because in part you really had no idea what you were going to get with Josh Allen. I mean, it was literally like the fucking mystery bag of beans. Yeah. It was like, this could be delicious passionberry watermelon, or it could be rotten sock. Like, which play is it going to be? Let's toss them in. And part of the experience of just watching Josh be Josh from previous years was huge upside, crazy plays, passion, physicality. And then last year, and then you'd also get the bad plays. Last year was just consistently good. Never get too crazy. Couple, the flip pass, obviously the diving, the hurdles. There's a couple plays. Yeah. I'm going to say he didn't go completely vanilla the whole year. There were some games where he had to put it on. That was perhaps maybe, the defining. That was the defining moment of that'll be played in Canton when he joins Canton one day, and it didn't really even mean anything. in the grand scheme of things. It really didn't. It won him an MVP. We
Yeah.
were at the game. It was one of the
An
more
electric
like
moment.
when you watch the plays and it's like the full body pulse of everybody around you. Like I mean, I was at the Chiefs game again this year. It wasn't even close. Like there was cool plays and we got pumped up. We were amped up. Turnovers, stopping them on down, shit like that. But nothing will ever equate to that. Just he's still going. He's still going. He's still going. And then he won MVP, and we still lost to him anyways. So where we're at now, where we're at in the current state of the NFL, these young buck fucking quarterbacks with these, for the most part, seasoned coaches from the offensive side. Well, not Vrabel, but seasoned coaches, younger coaches who either play the game or, in their 50s, 60s, whatever. I think the Pete Carrolls, even the Andy Reeds, clearly the Bill Belichick's, they're aging out. Uh, the new coaching, class is the McVays, Shanahan's. They're going to
Yeah.
be doing this shit for, probably another 15, 20 years
Yeah.
until the next young guys can come up and prove them wrong. Nothing against Sean McDermott. I'm sure he's a very good guy. But, the McVays and even like Sean Payton in a way, they're like assistant coaches are going to be great head coaching candidates for next year. So if the Bills do lose early and they do regress, or just at the very least, there should not be any shortage of offensive minds that would be like, you know what? I think I'll pass on coaching Josh Allen. I think, I just can't. I can't handle having a fucking centaur QB1 of fantasy points, touchdowns ever since he's entered the league. Soon to pass Cam Newton for the most rushing
Well,
touchdowns of all time by a
that would be your
quarterback.
best bet too, because you would need somebody from California to come to New York because it is a pay increase for them, and that's about the only place that would come and live here.
Well, buddy, it's either that you do something different, start building a team, a real contender around him, or he's going to want to leave. He's going to want to go back to California.
To his pistachio farm.
Just pistachio farm to the red carpet. You know, things have changed in the
Studio.
personal worlds of Josh Allen. And I don't know really if it's like you see it in him in this last game. It's almost like something had to be slapped on him. Like it was like, yeah, no shit. You just beat the Chiefs. You do that every single year in the regular season, and it means dick. And then the next week he's like, you're right. And he goes, I always come down here and I beat the shit out of the Dolphins. Why do I care so much? I don't care. And he gets the shit slapped out of him. And I was like, oh fuck. All right. I do care. Watch how much I care. I'll throw this ball away like it means nothing. Oh my God, what am I doing? Oh, watch how much I care. Just fucking carry us. I mean, scored every single point for our team. We scored 44 points. You know what his fantasy
Only
points
time
were?
before that was Josh Allen, and the only time before that was some dude from 1954 that threw for 3 touchdowns and ran for 3 touchdowns.
Otto Graham.
Otto, yeah.
Otto Graham. You know what? We should end this episode with Otto Graham highlights. You ever watched Otto Graham highlights?
No.
They are fucking fantastic. Firstly, because you're watching highlights of football from the 1950s, which I, from time to time, personally just need to watch clips from old like games and old
Was it
sports.
so blatantly scripted?
Yeah, and it's just like it's such like I mean, you think about it, especially like when you go back to like some of the old hockey footage, no helmets, the goalies aren't wearing helmets or masks. It's just like they're just out there, everyone's just out there like fucking, slick back hair. Everyone in the crowd's got the suits on and bowler hats, smoking, just ripping darts the entire time. Are you pulling up Otto Graham highlights right now?
I was, yes.
Yeah, rip them. Let's watch some Otto Graham highlights. Love me some Otto Graham. Update for you. Duke is rolling first half. Here we go.
To watch Otto Graham was to watch a winner.
It's Peter Coyote, too.
Browns quarterback for 10 seasons. During that period, Cleveland played in 10 consecutive title games. Graham led his team to 4 All-American Conference and 3 NFL championships.
What a fucking pass.
I was drafted by the Browns at 51.
There's your boy.
Had the opportunity to go and play with the Browns, so I got to be on the same team as Otto Graham. I remember the first day out at practice, I was the first guy out there naturally, and then Otto comes out with a bag of balls. Takes the ball out of the bag. He says, "Warm me up, will you, kid?" And I'm catching a ball from Otto Graham and throwing it back to him. And, I was just dazed by the whole deal. 51 was my rookie season.
You get Shula acting like a little girl.
We lost the first game, but then we won 11 in a row. And
what'd you say?
And Otto was the catalyst. He made the plays to help us win all
those
Otto's
games got Shula acting like a little girl about catching it with him in his practice.
Right.
On the capable right arm of Otto Graham. Otto Graham for 9 seasons was quite one.
That's just a dude,
Otto
man.
was a guy
It's a
that
great
athletic
release.
He was
and then just
Northwestern. Paul Brown made him into a quarterback.
Jesus.
When the pass broke
the original dual threat.
The open, he could always take
His
off
number
and
was
run with it.
60
He
as
was
a
great runner
quarterback?
with the ball.
Yeah, that's also badass.
And then along with that, was just a prolific passer, a guy that was uncanny as far as his accuracy throwing the ball.
Yeah, perfect release.
Just had
That's a
such
Russell
great
Wilson
ability,
ball right there.
He just was very relaxed with the way that he handled the great ability that he had.
Otto Graham and George Radaman pitched horseshoes.
My personality was such that I think I was always kind of cool under pressure. But I've always said that you have to have the confidence that you will do good, but at the same time, inside you have to have the fear that you might fail. Before we played a game, I could never digest the pregame meal. I would get a couple oranges, apples, or something like this, but the food itself, I couldn't eat until the game. I was just too nervous. My stomach was turning over and over and over.
Otto's attempts at acting were also hard to digest. He might have been nervous.
How long is this video?
But he was even more ill at ease before a camera.
I guess we're about the worst team that you've ever had.
No, you're wrong, Otto. You gave your best out there today. You and all the boys. It's just today you met a better team. They deserve to win. Defeats and setbacks are all a part of growing up.
I just fucking love old movies so much. I've never seen this one. I have to look it up.
Now, you listen to me, young man. Adversity not only tests one's character, but it also strengthens it. And don't you forget that.
True monologues.
Otto certainly has to be one of the best of all time. All you got to do is look at his accomplishments. I mean, you go and look at Otto's record, and all he ever did was win championships. And how else do you judge a quarterback? Every season that he lined up, the Browns were in a championship game. It's hard to pick anybody any better.
And since then, the Browns haven't done shit.
Yep. The curse of Otto Graham. I mean, Otto was the one. You think back, like there's teams, and that's another point that I'll just make before we get off of the Bills soapbox. And if you want to chat on anything else, feel free. But if the Bills, like without Josh Allen, they're like when Josh Allen is done being the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, we're gonna suck for a decade, at least.
Unless you get another quarterback like Josh Allen.
There are none, dude. They literally do it every year. Oh, well, it might be him. Like, as much as people still knock him, he's still going to go out there and do shit that no one else can do. He'll have a bad game. He'll have bad games for sure. Usually in the playoffs, he doesn't have many bad games in the playoffs. They're usually pretty good. He might not make the exact play at the end. He didn't do it the last year. Again, we've talked about before, but I mean, he gets you there. He gets you to within one fucking first down of a Super Bowl berth.
Yeah.
How many other quarterbacks actually do it? Oh, yeah. Mahomes. Okay. Mahomes keeps beating him every single fucking year because he, they've been on the side of Satan for the last 4 years, just like they drew
You
it up.
could also
I
say
get it.
that both losses weren't Josh's fault. The fucking defense couldn't hold them for one fucking time. One fucking time they couldn't hold him.
One game he was brutally outplayed by Mahomes. It was the first time they played the 13 seconds game, which
13-second game.
lives in infamy, where
but
the
again-
defense absolutely fucked him. It was
Yeah.
without a question. They should have fired McDermott that season, like that off season. Like, it was inexcusable. And then the next game, I think that was the one at home that I went to, missed field goal. Mahomes outplayed them. They outplayed the Bills that game. They were the better team. And then this past year was very similar to that. Remember, the Bills were down a lot last year's game, AFC Championship game. Not a lot, but like it was looking like this we get dicey. Came back, took the lead, but you knew how it was going to end, as it always ends, because it's
Gotta make it
scripted.
exciting.
Yep. Unfortunately, now as we press on, we're hoping, because it was in the script and it wasn't like they wrote it up, that the Biden administration being over could potentially also mean the end of the Chiefs dynasty. We know now, as we mentioned before, the Patriots dynasty is rising again because Trump is back. Couldn't be any more obvious.
Oh, man. Anything else in the NFL world that you would like to discuss?
No, I think I hit on the playoff teams there. I think to wrap out the AFC was the Bill. I had the Bills, the 5 seed. I think I had at the 6 seed. Who was it? Oh, I had the Chargers, I believe, at the 7 seed. Oh, the Jags. The Jags is the 6 seed. Your boy Sunshine is winning games.
Hell yeah.
He's winning games without Travis Hunter.
Not well, but he's winning them.
No. They're usually like, 5th or 6th TV option. And they even played the Chargers, but they beat the shit out of the Chargers. And that was
crazy.
That was a spanking.
Crazy. Yeah.
And they have enough skill players, and like if Lawrence has a decent amount of success not success, but he plays fine in the playoffs. He overcame he threw like 3 or 4 picks that one game. He still won.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane. I don't think he's ever going to win you a Super Bowl, but they'll probably make the playoffs. I mean, that's how the math looks like to me at the current moment of who they play at this very second. Close between, like, if the Steelers beat the Bills in Pittsburgh, I'll be going to that one in Pitt. They have a pretty good shot because they should be able to win a couple other games. But the Steelers have to play the Ravens, I believe, twice still. And those are going to be some very, very important games, one way or the other. I may have to go back and look at it. It's gonna come down to the wire. And the Steelers have harder games. Yeah. That was another reason why I kind of was a little hesitated. I don't think it's not his throwing hand, but he's old. It's getting cold. And
I saw a TikTok today that was fucking same guy, but he fucking comes in and it's the doctor of the Steelers, head coach of this, Mike Tomlin, and then Aaron Rodgers. Fucking Tomlin's like, what do you mean he can't play? It's broken. He's got a broken wrist. Oh, hey, Aaron. Oh, hey, what's up, Doc? Oh, hey, Mike, what's up? What do you mean he can't play? It's a broken. Yeah, man, I got a broken wrist. I don't know if I can play. Give him some Percocet, Aaron. I'm listening.
I'm listening. Well, he loves them perked out games.
Dude.
You heard Swigs, right? While we were watching it? Did you hear when we were watching that game with Swigs? He's like, get him back out there. Pop some perks in him.
I did not hear him say that. That's awesome.
He goes, he fucking loves it, dude. He was talking about it on Rogan. He fucking does it all the time. Put some on him and get him back out there. Like, I don't think you really need it. Like, I guess, like you're still beating the shit out of the Bengals without it. Like,
like,
it's just like you don't really need them right now. Yeah, I mean, Steelers have another. They have a shot if Aaron was like healthy in the same way. It's just they're too much driven by a defense that could be taken advantage of in ways. And when Aaron, like in the beginning of the season, like those quarterbacks, I mean, yeah, he played in Green Bay and all that shit, but is Aaron Rodgers really known for being that good of a playoff quarterback?
T-Rex theory is Aaron Rodgers really Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, so we're going clone theory here.
T-Rex says he does not look the same, and after seeing him in the tunnel with the team running by him, that dude looks weird. He does not look like Aaron Rodgers.
He also might just be shot.
He also might just have done way too much peyote.
Way too much way too much ayahuasca, way too much Sykes, man. Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking
kind of
too. I was like,
one and done kind of
clone,
thing, and he just keeps
or it's
going.
like you can flip on the TV and see who definitely is not the same person. Ryan Seacrest hosting Wheel of Fortune. Like, I don't want to look at the next time Wheel of Fortune is on. No, it's Ryan Seacrest. And he looks like a reptile. My goodness. You can see the like it's moving around in his throat as he speaks. It's just like this is
hasn't changed in appearance since when he started American Idol when I was in middle school.
Yeah, it's 25 years?
Same exact fucking way.
He's probably more of a vampire then. Would you say he'd be a vampire? Something. Yeah. Something. I mean, he looks. I mean, it just looks like his
Kelly
entire
Clarkson
body
has
is
gained herself and then lost herself again within that time frame. I know. I mean, I know I'm one to talk, but that's seriously.
That's very.
She gained an entire one of Kelly Clarkson, and then she lost an entire Kelly Clarkson within that time frame, and he's looked the exact same. It's insane. These are the things that I think about. I don't know.
Okay, so on the side of Aaron Rodgers, I'll bring it back from Kelly Clarkson real quick.
Kelly Clarkson.
I don't think he has like that well documented history of playing in like big games in the snow. Besides, he won a Super Bowl like pretty early on in his career, like as a starter, and then I just remember watching every year in the playoffs and some random team going up to Green Bay because they, Green Bay was like a higher seed, a 1 seed or a 2 seed, whatever, and then the other team just beating the shit out of them in Green Bay. Like I remember the Niners went up there and beat them. The Niners went to a snow game in Green Bay and just beat the hell out of them. I was like, oh, like, man, that's weird. It's like I thought Aaron Rodgers like goated. Like he literally like every regular season, by far the best passing stats, passer rating. He'd always be like 35 touchdowns, 3 picks. Yeah. It'd be like ridiculous. And then it'd get the playoffs and it'd be the game and they'd play at home and it'd be like, they get the bye. So then they play the game after the bye. And it's like
3 picks in the fucking first half.
3 picks, maybe a touchdown, at the end of the game, garbage time or something like that. And I was like, huh, okay. He's not a down the stretch guy. You might. I would say this: if the Bills wanted to win, like really have the best shot of winning, first of all, they shouldn't have that much of an issue because Jalen Ramsey has never beaten Josh Allen, no matter what team he's played on. That was a huge reason why you guys beat us this year. By the way, you got rid of Ramsey. So I think I even told you that before the year started. I was like, well, you have a better shot at beating us. Like when you got rid of Ramsey, I was like, he never beats Josh Allen, which is great because we play the Steelers this year. So it's like, we're winning that game. And I don't want. Yeah, I don't want.
That's going to be your slogan the entire day.
Yeah,
all day. You've never beaten the Bills.
Has Jalen Ramsey ever beat the Bills? Does anyone know that? And actually, I don't know. Since Josh Allen has been the quarterback, pretty sure the Packers have never beat the Bills either.
Yes.
or Aaron Rodgers himself specifically, I should say. So I've been to 2 games where Aaron Rodgers played against the Bills. One as a Packer, one as a Jet. Technically, Aaron Rodgers has beat Josh Allen. Technically.
That's a very fine technicality. He was out at the second play of the game.
Because he started the game.
Yeah,
the
technically.
win goes to Aaron Rodgers, even though Zach Wilson actually won the game. Josh Allen won it for the Jets. Shout out to my fucking parents because they were there, and my dad said a part of him died that day. It just took a piece out of him just to say, like, wow, that stung.
That just happened.
Yeah, that really just happened, huh? So other than that, I would prefer to have Aaron Rodgers in the game. Mason Rudolph gives me agita. We have beaten him in the playoffs too as well, but Rudy, coming up in the holiday season too as well. It's Thanksgiving weekend is when we're going. I'd rather play Aaron Rodgers than Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
Or even Will Howard. Will Howard's a man of God. All glory to God. All these guys coming out of college, these quarterbacks, star players. It's crazy. You hear it now more than probably ever heard it. They do the interviews. First thing they say.
Oh, yeah. Even UFCs get every fucking fighter.
It's like I want to say all glory to God. First and foremost, Jesus Christ, my Savior and Lord and Savior.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
Wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. But yeah, we also trained really hard, and I actually thought I did pretty good for myself. I would be funny if you did some kind of skit where you do that. It's just doing that in the most random spots, just in life. Like it's like you're next in line at Wendy's. And it's just like, hi, how can I take your? Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank all glory to God. Without him, I would not be here, and I would not be telling you that. No, I will not be using a mobile order today.
That would be hilarious.
Anyways, while we're here, I'll take meeting number 2. I could think of a decent amount of places that you could go and do that where it would get a pretty good rise. Let's say any single time you're at like a shopping place and someone asks you for help. And it's like, because I heard there's a story now that Target employees are being told how to be nice. Have you seen that?
No. What?
Target came out with these guidelines for their employee.
Oh shit.
That says if someone gets to within 10 feet of you, you are supposed to smile, make eye contact, and nod to the customer. And if they are within 6 feet of you, you are to say something of whatever kind nature. And someone's like,
fucking society is broken.
If you gotta fucking give people instructions of how to be nice, we're
how to
screwed.
Be human?
We are screwed.
Society is so broken. We need to teach people on how to be human.
Who's calling in? Oh man, that'd be funny.
Hello. Yeah.
Is it Bosa? I hope it's Bosa.
1986. Yep. Yep. No problem. Bye. Jesus Christ. Glad I picked up the phone.
Is that important?
Somebody was about to set off the alarm at work. That would have been hilarious.
Oh boy!
Call
at this hour.
I should have given him the wrong fucking code.
I was gonna say you should have said that's for you to figure out and me not to tell you.
Make sure they call me when the alarm goes off.
I literally just sit outside the office before. I've only been there maybe once before anyone else, and I did go to do it, and I didn't set it off, but I was about to set it off, and I was like, then I kind of figured out like just use the whatever generic code, and it worked. But after that, I just kind of go ahead and wait for that next car to come in, and I'm like, all right. There we go. All right.
He's been in for a couple minutes. I should be good now.
Yeah, Todd's going to be able to take care of that for me. There we go. All right, he's got it. He's taking the alarm off. We're good here. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, should we call an early one? No, usually we go for a while, but
yeah, I'm fucking beat. We'll call this one and we'll do
a
longer one. Hopefully we'll have an update with our Parley of Princes coming up this week, so we can hopefully share something.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Things are happening in the background, just so everybody's aware, and we are doing things to bring our thought baby to the masses. So it's coming. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait.
At the very least, very much bring together and I wouldn't say actually simplify, but personalize the experience of the league that we currently run, as we consider it to be a beta type. It's exciting. It is. I'm eager, and you can send me. You feel free to say. There's a few other things I've been thinking of. We'll say them off air here at some point, but that I just thought about the last few days. Obviously, like the chat was a big one, but there's a couple others of just like how we'd want to phrase certain things so that it kind of understands better. Because I think it's, we can talk about it after, but there's just certain ways to be like, the way we said it is, it makes sense, but once it starts spitting it to them, because our guy doesn't really know how the fuck gambling even works.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's really it's gonna come out that we need it to, but we'll see. Yeah, it's fun. We're getting it. We're make things happening, man.
Things are happening.
Weather's hitting the road.
All right,
American made Bud Light Chevrolet.
I don't even know. Week 11 is in the books. We'll see you back for week 12. Hopefully, if the Bills lose, probably not. But if
if the Bills lose, that's fine. It's a Thursday night game. We'll now decide as Bills fans, do we want to fire McDermott immediately or just like right at the end of the year if they lose to Davis Mills led Texans team? That's on you, Buffalo. We haven't beat the Texans. The Bills haven't beat the Texans, I think, in Houston since 2006. So saddle up, boys, because we might just be on the Josh Allen roller coaster.
On the drop.
Take it easy.
Peace.